being black-pilled is a choice, and for some reason, I don't believe to be filled with negativity, as that's exactly what I'm going to be talking about in this particular walk and talk video. As of course, Atlas is going to be the real host here, and I am just officially her co-host. Get over here, right side, ma'am, as we have a lot to discuss here, as we just were on my podcast show, and one of our guests was very kind of negative about the future outlook of the Trump administration. I'm a little bit more optimistic, as you guys know. Now, to be fair, I voted for Trump in 2016, 2020, and 2024. I was critical of him every time, even when I voted for him. And I think we should be critical. I'm even a little bit critical now. I think it's important to go after and examine everything from an honest, real kind of perspective and not be blinded by just celebrity worship and cult personalities. Now, Trump has a cult personality, and there are some other individuals that do take it too far and then literally worship and think he could never do any wrong. But I come more from a pragmatic perspective where if he does something good, you say, yo, that's good. I like that. I appreciate that. He does something bad, you say, hey, that's pretty fucked up. Why'd you do that? Can you not? As I think with the Donald Trump presidency, we have had more amount of kind of open conversations and dialogue than we have ever had before. This is literally the same guy that will tell you, no, we're just here to really take the oil. What the fuck? Like, liberals were arguing that for freaking decades. And Trump's like, yeah, we're just gonna take the fucking oil. What? Yeah, I hired a fucking lunatic named John Bolton. He was horrible. He's awful. And those levels of conversations, the levels of kind of nuance with them, the levels of kind of truth among them are something that we have never seen in our larger kind of social political discourse in the United States of America. You always have two larger puppets, and this is the argument that I wanted to make because my black-pilled friend is like, he's a puppet, he's going to lie to us, he's not going to do anything he wants to do. I am arguing the victory has already been made. The victory has been made in the minds of the American men and women of this country whose ideas have been impacted and affected by the larger conversation and discourse that is absolutely revolutionary. Ideas and concepts that now the American people know are more possible than ever could be attained. And those ideas are something that are a major rallying call amongst this kind of new political renaissance that we are seeing in this country that is beautiful to frickin' see. Now, it's very easy to be a critic. It's very easy to sit back and poo-poo and shit on things. It's very hard to understand them. It's very hard to try to figure them out. It's very hard to try to negotiate and to argue and to fight for the large ideas, and there are also implementation of them. As some people who are black-pilled believe we're going to have the same old kind of Republican neocon base that's going to do what the Bush era did. It's going to do what a lot of the horrible policies that were kind of instituted Donald Trump, those policies are all going to somehow continue now. I don't believe that's true at all. And, granted, if I'm wrong, I will admit that I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong, especially with the perspective, especially with the people I talk to, especially with the points of view that I have that a lot of other people don't have when it comes to their kind of larger viewpoints, their perspectives, and their understanding of this utter situation that I think is important for all of us to kind of comprehend and understand from a unique and honest and real kind of conversation, because I do think a lot of the kind of black-pilling isn't really honest conversation, isn't even trying to conceptualize or to even understand or to comprehend. It's someone in kind of a negative reticular activation syndrome that can't see any way out of it, because probably it's also correlated with negative things that are happening in their own life as well. And the way that they can get control is by saying, no, I know better. I'm smarter. I understand it. You're all wrong. And I don't think so. If I see one common thread around a lot of the black pillars, there usually is a lot of negativity also surrounding their personal lives. And it sucks, but That's the larger truth here, or some negative consequences. And I don't mean to say that all these people are negative. Sometimes you just have really negative, fucked up shit happen to your life. And you become so overwhelmed that you can't see anything else but negativity. Like when I had my whole week of fucking bullshit that I went through, you guys were here for it. You guys saw me. I was telling you, I was speaking to you openly. I was like, fuck, man. I'm in this negative fucking thought loop and it's fucking very difficult to get the fuck out. And then obviously your own kind of internal situation reflects on your external viewpoints and perspectives, and that's why it's always very important. Even then, even when I was going through shit, I was like, I can't let this kind of skew my larger understanding. Let me be as transparent and as honest and as real as I can. And I think I was, especially with my kind of larger walk and talks videos that I did, specifically discussing these larger concepts and ideas. And that's all really we could do. Be honest. And I don't believe the black pillars are being honest. Because if you really want white pills, if you really want to see the positive and the beauty and the fucking amazingness, it's right in fucking front of you. And there are major victories right now happening not only in the minds of the American people, but in the kind of larger response from a lot of these kind of powerful corporations that are seeing, hey, Trump won the fucking popular vote. Trump said some wild, outrageous shit. That woke shit, that's not where the majority of the country is. And if we want to make money now, we got to get rid of these DEI frameworks, as a lot of big top corporations in the United States just got rid of a lot of their DEI language and a lot of their DEI programs. That right there, that kind of reverse racism, discriminatory bullshit fucking practice, all that shit being pushed aside. Jaguar's doubling down for some reason, but they seem just absolutely retarded. But that right there, holy fucking cow, huge impact, especially when it comes to the larger culture and the larger kind of entertainment Hollywood industry that now has to understand, hey, you fuckers are not the majority here. The Make America First people are. The people who want to end the war are. The people who want to get rid of taxes are. Those are the fucking new normal. Those are the majority of people in this country. The people who voted, essentially, to recall the old and to put a man in there who's absolutely brazen towards the establishment, towards the corporate media. And if anything, looking at the larger kind of perspective here, what we have seen Donald Trump help us transition into. And I think this is an incredible thing. I think this is an awesome thing. And I think this is something that I've been waiting for a very long time that I never thought was possible to see, was this larger transformation where people are just moving away from the corporate media. Less and less people are buying their bullshit, watching their programming, being able to be fucking affected by it. Less and less people are saying, yeah, MSNBC's telling the truth here. The fuck they're not. Because no one's really watching them. Why? Because they're watching independent media. Why are they watching independent media? Because more than ever, especially with Donald Trump and all the kind of larger, disingenuous, larger attacks that they placed against him, and all the things that they lied about, independent media, even in a very critical way, was like, hey, no, hold on. Let's have a serious discussion here about COVID. No, let's have a serious discussion here about the war. No, let's have a serious discussion here about this tragic event that you're trying to milk and exploit as a way to give government more power over your fucking life. And with the corporate media being absolutely obliterated, independent media is thriving. Our numbers went up, especially after the election. I wonder why. A lot of the leftoid, a lot of the liberal, a lot of the kind of really awful, horrible people, their numbers went down. And I wonder why. As, of course, there's a lot of big money, specifically with a lot of the kind of leftist, liberal, woke policies, and that money is kind of drying up because I think a lot of the powerful people are seeing the writing on the wall, and they're saying, whoa, yeah, this shit's not working. People are becoming smarter more than ever. Not just because of Donald Trump, but Donald Trump is the kind of caveat. Donald Trump is this kind of larger representation of someone that has shocked the entire system that their old tricks don't kind of work against. There's a lot of old tricks that they're kind of implementing. There's a lot of things that they still try to hijack and destroy. And in some instances, they might be successful, but they're not as successful as they were before. Their power has absolutely dwindled, and it's fucking beautiful to see. People having these ideas in their heads that we might not need an income tax. We don't need wars. We don't need These fucking bureaucrats lying, fucking cheating and stealing. We don't need all these fucked up big ass government regulations that are going to be telling me how to live my fucking life. And that right there is already a major white pill. And there's also a lot of things, especially when it comes to positive thinking, that were very powerful to implement in your life. And I recommend you implement them if you can. Positive thinking has a lot of power. And there's a difference between being naive and just blind. You can't be naive and blind. There's still a lot of things to criticize, especially when it comes to some of his appointees, especially when it comes to some of the kind of larger deep state kind of monsters that some are still a part of Donald Trump's new administration. Overall, still a way better picture than the 2016 picture. But seeing this unfold with the way that it is, I'm fucking optimistic. I'm happy. And I think right now we're seeing something that we haven't seen for a very long time. And I think we need to put our full force in rallying behind it. Because again, if you're someone like Donald Trump, right, and you're kind of on the fence even about implementing a lot of these changes, and the system makes it difficult for you to implement some of these changes, it's going to be the will of the people. It's going to be the people's voice. It's going to be social media. It's going to be individuals online saying, no, 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 no. We want this. We need this. This is great. And this is going to, of course, continue your larger legacy of what you want to achieve, because otherwise we'll think you're a puppet. That right there fucking matters. And because it does more than ever, this is why I'm fucking taking that white pill. Love you guys.
So yeah, that's happening. As of course, I've been telling people to prepare for a very long time. I just released a video about how to prepare on lukeunfiltered.com, a special secret, not so secret society where you get to join a lot of really cool, awesome people and be a part of the larger conversations that no one else really has. I go deep down the rabbit hole. I talk about my personal decisions. I talk about things that I do in my life that I am using information on in order to, of course, better it. And that's the information that I try to share with you in order to help promote, build, grow, and expand our human consciousness, wealth, prosperity, and liberty. Freedom is in your hands if you decide to act on it in the proper way. And I've built lukeunfiltered.com, 12 plus years of behind the scenes videos just on that basic model alone of trying to give you the tools, the information, the seed oil cards, the crap list of items you should be avoiding at the supermarket. That's all available for members of lukeunfiltered.com. If you haven't signed up yet, what are you waiting for? Signing up is key, it's crucial, and it's more important than ever. Sign up right now, lukeunfiltered.com. It's quick, it's easy, it's simple. You go here, and whatever your budget allows, I know times are hard, but for just $8, 20 cents a day, you could sign up right here, click it, and then you just put in a little bit of information. You get emailed back a login, you log in, and you get a lot of really awesome values that are a lot more valuable than Netflix. You have a choice. You want to do Netflix or you want to do lukeunfiltered.com. Make that choice. Vote with your dollars, vote with your clicks. Start to decide your own life path right now. 3 master classes that will teach you some really incredible skills. Do you want to sit there and be glazed by the satanic, evil, corporatist, demonic propaganda that plays on your subconscious and emotional, psychological weaknesses? Or do you want to be uplifted and, of course, enlightened and given information that a lot of powerful people don't want you to have? That decision is yours, and it starts with you signing up to lukeunfiltered.com. Sign up there right now, and I will see you there right after this broadcast. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you signing up to lukeunfiltered.com. And because you do, this is why I love you guys. Stay tuned for more here on youtube.com/wearechange.